WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskey. This time I have a Macallan, rare and exotic. Well, I have the Macallan Elegancia. Have you ever heard of that? Well, it was a travel retail exclusive between 2002 and 2009 in the 1 liter bottle. And this is a mix of Oloroso and Fino sherry casks. The vintage is 1995 to 1996, and it was bottled between 2007 and 2008. Well, today it's very difficult to find these bottles. You find them on auction sites for between 100 and 300 some euros. And this bottle was given to me, or the sample was given to me by my friend Volkan from www.guter-whisky.com. Guter means good whiskey. He's a blogger, and he actually writes in German reviews. Now, since most of us, we've never heard of this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the Macallan 12-year-old fine oak. This was actually a triple matured. Reading from the box, as I sometimes do, the Macallan fine oak is triple cask matured in a unique, complex combination of exceptional oak casks, European oak cask seasons with sherry, American oak cask seasons with sherry, and American oak cask seasons with bourbon. So we have here American sherry, European sherry oak, as well as American bourbon oak. So I have both of them in my glass now. Wait a second, let's pour a little bit more. And this I actually bought on on Amazon as a lightning sale over here. We can buy whiskey on Amazon. Great thing in Europe and especially in Germany. So the nose, a little bit more of burnt roasted almonds, and a much older cask feel. 12-year-old versus 12-year-old, and 2009 versus 2018. Now, my question of the day is going to be the Macallan Distillery, the opening that just happened here in May and June of 2018, which I thought was fantastic, amazing, and unbelievable. What is your personal opinion? Is this going to be the new whiskey mecca of the Speyside, and everyone who's a whiskey tourist is going to drop by, and even those that aren't? Or is this just a money pit where we're going to actually have to pay like 10 euros more per bottle just to finance that new building, which was a spectacular piece of architectural, and civil engineering mastery. So I've given them a second to develop in the glass. Dark sherries with a little bit of, and this is not mean, a little bit of dill pickle juice. It's not mean, but that's what I get a little bit here. Here I get a much woodier character of old sherry. So let's try this one. The Macallan Elegancia 12-year-old. If you ever have it, let's see if it's worth the money or not. The first thing I realized is it's fairly hot. There's a lot of pepper. And then there's a lot of old wood towards the end. And there's tannins. And it actually turns bitter towards the end. Wow. Not my favorite cup of tea here. So just a little bit of water, and then move on to the fine oak 12-year-old from the Macallan. Oilier, more oil. More of a, and this is not what going to be for a lot of my fans a great thing. It's very similar to the Dalmore 12 or the Dalmore 15. They also use a lot of those cherry casks, and that's what I'm getting here. But it's got more oil. It's got more viscosity to it. Very nice, very nice. I like this. This is going to be like a B+ in my book. Now, the question is the Elegancia. What is this in my book? So there's a dumb story behind this sample. Volkan and I, we did a live stream, and we decided on the Monday before the live stream which things are we going to test together, we're going to review, and he sent off this little package with 3 samples in it to me. He's down in southern Germany, I'm up in northern Germany, and the package returned to him because he used my old address before I had moved. I moved about 6 months earlier, 5 months, and he didn't realize that I had a new address. So he sent the products out again on a Thursday, and of course they arrived on the Monday. And so, and our live stream was Sunday evening. So that's why I'm doing this nice little review now with a bottle he gave me instead of doing it online with him together in German. It's less oily, more water, but yet it burns more in the mouth. And that old char of those barrels, that old wood just kind of kicks in and doesn't really do it much good. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is actually more like a C- in my book. Ooh, for Macallan, a C-. Maybe that's why they took it from the market, the Macallan Elegancia. I don't really feel that is that elegancia, or elegant. Hot, old casks, not correctly matured. The Fino as well as the Oloroso sherry together just didn't harmonize as I expected and as wanted. This isn't the best Macallan out there, but it's actually better. The 12-year-old fine oak, which I paid about 50 euros, maybe $60 for it over here. And luckily they have their age statements back. They used to have the 1824 series with their sienna and their amber and their ruby and all that. And there was a big shout out, or a big outrage in the whiskey community because Macallan should have an age statement. You're paying premium for this, and why not? And so I like the new bottle design. I like the new products they have. I do like Macallan, but I think they're a little bit too pricey sometimes. All right, WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic. Macallan Elegancia today, 12-year-old from 2009, when they closed it down, to 2002, where they started up the travel retail program. And thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and tell others. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, here are my videos. Bye-bye.